Warning: there may be spoilers in this video you are about to watch. Please proceed at your own risk. Hello everybody, it is I, Biggs. Welcome to another episode of Gems and Junk. Today I'm going to be talking about a game that has a strange title that you wouldn't kind of discern what the game is about from the title. It's called Tiny and Big Grandpa's Leftovers. It's a 3D platformer with a very interesting concept. It's very cool. In the beginning of the game, you're driving through the desert on this, like, derelict kind of taxi with your friend who's only ever referred to as the radio. He's either actually the radio or some sort of like robot that goes with you everywhere you go. I'm not exactly sure of the story on that one, but he comes with you everywhere you go, and you can play music from him. It's really neat. You can play, like, I believe there's a function in the game where you can play your own music, which is really neat in a game. But anyway, onto the actual meat and potatoes of what this game is. Tiny and Big Grandpa's Leftovers is a 3D platformer game, like any kind of 3D platformer game that you've ever played, but it's really neat because one of its functions is you have this little video game console, and you can find video game consoles throughout the game where it will actually teach you kind of the things that you should expect from the next area so that you can test out your new moves and your new items and your new weapons in these areas rather than kind of failing and not being able to do it in the real areas. So it saves you some of that frustration. And speaking of weapons, some of the weapons that you get, well, they're not really weapons, I guess. They're more like tools that you can use. One of which is the grappling hook. Now, the grappling hook you can use to bring items toward you so that you can use them and get up to the next levels. Another item that you have is the rocket launcher. Rocket launcher is really neat. It's not what you might expect. What it does is you aim at something, you shoot a rocket at your target, and you press another button to activate the rocket, and it can actually blast it. Like, it takes it out of the way for you, or in a direction of your choosing. So you have two kind of ways to move items in your environment. Another really cool weapon, my personal favorite, is the laser cannon. That's right, a laser cannon. And with this laser cannon, you can break anything. You can cut anything in half, anything in thirds, and when I say you can cut anything, I mean anything in the environment. Cut it, paste it, chop it, blast it away, use it as a platform. Oh my god, it's so cool. Well, you can, cut almost anything. You can't cut everything, or else you'd break the game. That's a fact. But that is one of my favorite functions about this game. It's so perfect. I love platformers as much as the next guy, but one thing that happens to me with a game, with a lot of games, is that, sometimes when you're playing for a long time, like, say you're playing like GTA or something where you can destroy things, once you start getting bored and you're like, I've done a lot today, you just want to destroy things, and you just start rampaging through the game, save file, destroy things, go back to that save file, destroy some more things. And I love doing that personally. But this game comes with its own feature where you can destroy pretty much anything you want while you play. It's so perfect. Get bored, you destroy a bunch of stuff, and it's fine. You don't have to go back to a save file. You can just keep on going with the game if you want, as long as you don't break something that you need. It's so wonderful. It really panders to my sense of mindless destruction. It's fantastic. My favorite part of that game, besides the actual game itself, of course. The game is incredibly fun. The story is really great. The story is that you're going into the desert to find your brother, Big, who has stolen Grandpa's leftovers, which are, of course, his magic set of underpants. Duh! So you're going into the desert to find Big and get your underpants back that you got from your grandpa, but he stole because he wants to be the emperor and gotta have the magic. And constantly throughout the game, he's antagonizing you. When you're not doing, like, puzzles on your own, trying to get to the next platform by destroying platforms in order to help yourself get to new platforms, he's antagonizing you, most likely throwing rocks at you, or throwing big boulders at you, or bringing statues up into the air, or whatever he can do with his fancy magic with the underpants. Which is really neat, because it's kind of reminiscent of older kind of platformy games in that way. And the ultimate goal is to get these underpants back so that you can keep the magic safe from bad hands, I guess. Another thing about this game that I really, really love is the art style. Oh, it's so beautiful. The environments are amazing. It's not like super realistic or anything, but the cartoony style that they use is really, really cool and endearing. The game looks and plays kind of like if Adventure Time and Metal Metal Gear Solid Revengeance had a baby together. You got the platforming aspect, you've got the really cool, charming art style, and you've got the ability to chop up whatever the f you want. And not only does the story get told through the interactions between little and big, a lot of the story is told by murals on the walls left behind by the indigenous species of the desert. It kind of tells of a tale of destruction, of horrible horror and woe, some sort of cataclysm having to do with the underpants, which reassures the fact that your mission is like something good to do. But that has been my thoughts on Tiny and Big Grandpa's Leftovers. I definitely recommend it. It's an excellent game. Excellent buy for anyone who really loves platformers but gets bored often and likes to destroy things in between. But thank you all for watching. Give the video a like, comment on the video if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos from us. And thank you guys, and I will see you next time.